Now the first concept is accounting concept. First accounting concept is going concern concept. Concern concept means business will go on forever. Business will exist forever, indefinite period of time. Means business exists for a long period in future, indefinite period in future. We never start the business for 1 year or 2 year. Whenever we establish the business, our intention behind the business related to longevity is concerned, business is established for forever, for a longer period of time. We'll transfer the ownership from one to another. We'll transfer the ownership, but the business will exist forever, for a long period in future, and the business must be a continuing enterprise, continue forever. That's why we purchase the fixed assets. That's why we purchase the fixed assets in the business. That's why we enter into the long-term contract and agreement with the third party. That's why we issue the share in the market. That's why we issue the debenture, accept the public deposits. We are taking loan from the banks. We enter into the agreement with the customer. We enter into the agreement with the supplier. We recruit the employee for 60 years, for 30 years. And again, the recruitment process is going on with this intention, that our intention is very clear, that business exists forever. It's a continuing enterprise, exists forever for indefinite period of time. That's why when we purchase the fixed assets, when we purchase any fixed assets, the value of that assets is shown in the balance sheet. Value of this assets is shown in the balance sheet. And the depreciation of this fixed asset, depreciation on fixed assets is shown in the income statement. In the income statement. So the first concept of the accounting is what? We have to assume it. We have to assume that business will continue or exist for a longer period of time. This is the first basic concept or assumptions. The business is not established for 3 months, not established for a year. If any business is established for 3 months or for a year, then it's not a business. Business means when it is established, it means it's a continuing enterprise. It will exist forever, for a longer period of time, for indefinite period of time. This is the first assumptions. And that's why we purchase the long-term fixed assets like plant and machinery, land and building, furniture and fixtures, machinery, motor car. We purchase it and we recruit the employee, for enter into the contract with the employee. We do the various contract with the government, agreement with the governments, suppliers, customers. Okay, we issue the debentures in the market, we issue the share in the market long term. We are taking long term loan from the financial institution and bank and repay those loan in installment gradually over a period of time with interest. So that is our basic assumptions. The business will exist for longer period of time, not for a day, not for 3 months, not for a year, not for 3 years. It is for longer period of time. Now second one, consistency concept. Consistency concept means this concept states that accounting principles and methods should remain same year after year as well. So state that the accounting principles and methods should remain consistent, means same from 1 year to another year. It should not be changed very frequently. Accounting principle and methods and guidelines and laws should not be changed very frequently. It must be consistent from 1 year to another year. This is called principle of consistency concept. This is called consistency concept. Now second information about the consistency concept is accounting method can be changed. Now in second line I am saying that accounting method can be changed if the accountant feel that the change in a particular method will lead to better disclosure, of profitability and financial position. So first line I am saying that accounting principles or methods should consistent year after year. In second line I am saying that this can be changed. Accounting method can be changed if accountant feel that change in a particular method or change of a particular method will lead to better disclosure of profit and financial position. If accountant feel that if I replace this method from this method, then the reflection of or disclosure of profit and balance sheet will be much better than the previous one, then the accountant may do so. So the flexibility is there. Third line, but when we have changed or we are going to change the method, previous method, we are going to change the previous method, then we have to justify the change. Why we have changed or why we are going to change. So why we have changed, you have to give the justification. So, but justification for change must be stated clearly, where by way of footnotes. Footnotes means under the just bottom of the financial statement, in the footnotes you have to state that these are the reasons, that's why the previous method has replaced with the new method and this method is better than the previous method. You have to give the justification and satisfy the users of financial information, and this must be in the knowledge of the users that these changes have done this in this financial year, and the reason of change has given in the footnotes, and the users of the financial statement must satisfy with that reasons. So justification has to be given. You can't say that what I want to do, I will do it. You have to do it. No. The reason for the change must be given and the justification must be very clearly stated in the footnotes with reasons, so that the users satisfy with that reason. If users are not satisfied, users feel that the previous was better than this, then your decision is at stake. So whenever the accountant take any decisions, they have to give the justification for that change in the footnotes and justify with reasons, with suitable reasons, with genuine reason, with factual informations, why this is better than the previous one. So three things are very important in the consistency principle. Number one, I am saying that the accounting principles and method must be consistently applied. Same thing will be applied every year, one year to another year. If the method of depreciation and applying straight line, then the straight line will be applied every year. If the provision for bad and doubtful debts, some rules I have developed it, some provision I have developed it, so that will be applied every year. But in the second line, I am saying that if accountant feel that the changes is necessary, then the accountant can do the necessary changes. But the justification for that change must be clearly stated in the footnote with justifications, with due reasons, strong reasons for the change, and you have to convince it. convince the user of the accounting information that it is better than the previous methods, whereas the profitability, disclosure of profitability is concerned, whereas the disclosure of financial statement is financial position is concerned. Now the third accounting concept is accrual concept. Accrual concept is applied both in case of revenue income and revenue expenses. Revenue income and revenue expenses. Any income which is earned by us but amount is received or amount is not received, it is immaterial. Amount is received or amount is not received, it is immaterial. Both will be taken into account. In revenue income, both the income will be taken into account, whether the amount of that revenue is received or the amount of that revenue is not received. Similarly, both the expenses will be recorded, whether the expenses is paid or expenses is not paid. Amount is not paid related to that expenses, means it is due, it is outstanding. Both will be taken into account. Both will be taken into account, whether the expenses is paid or expenses is due, or you can say outstanding. Both will be taken into account. If it is applied in our accounting, then it is called accrual concept. To calculate the profit of a business, we apply the accrual concept. Means income of a particular financial year, revenue income of the particular financial year, compare with the revenue expenses of the same financial year. Suppose our financial year is start from 1st April 2019 and closed on 31st March 2020. This is our financial year. So from this date to this date, all income will be taken into account, whether the income is received or income is not received. Both will be taken into account. Means all revenue income, whether received or not received, will be taken into account over here, and all revenue expenses, whether it is paid or it is due, will be taken into account. And when we do the comparison of these two, and the difference indicate your profit. If the income exceeds the expenses, then it is profit, and expense exceed the income, then it's a loss. So it is applied in the matching concept. So revenue accrual concept says that both the expenses will be taken into account, whether we have paid the amount for the services we have availed or we have not paid the amount for the services we have availed. Both will be taken into account for calculating profit. Similarly, both the income will be taken into account. When we earn the income, whether the amount is received or amount is not received, both will be taken into account by considering it that both are our income. Okay, so this is our accrual concept. There are the two concepts, accrual concept and cash basis of accounting and accrual basis of accounting. So in our company, in our business, most of the business, we apply the accrual concept. In company form of organization, we applied the accrual concept strictly. In partnership business, we apply the accrual concept. In sole trading business, we apply the accrual concept of accounting. For a doctor may apply the cash basis, but normally we apply the accrual concept of accounting. So accrual concept means both will be taken into account, income and expenses. Whereas the income is concerned, income received or income not received. If we have earned it, then both will be taken into account to calculate the profit. Similarly, revenue expenses, both will be taken into account. If we have availed the services, or amount is paid or amount is not paid, both will be taken into account to know the profit or loss, or to know the true financial position of the business. This is your accrual concept. So 3 basic concepts are clear. I have discussed the 3 basic concepts.